AskReddit by Baba Yaga 777. If someone offered you a box of everything you ever lost, what would you look for first? The issue is that I can't recall what I've lost. Came here to read others' answers cause honesty I don't even remember what I wanna look for. I'll probably be there window shopping my own stuff like oh yeah this. When I was 10 my grandmother gave me a small bag of gems. It was one of the few things she actually gave me after my cousins were born. In it was a small piece of hematite. The paper that came with the bag explained what the different gems were and what they meant. The hematite supposedly protected from bleeding. 10-year-old me put that in my pocket and carried it with me everywhere. I carried that piece of hematite for 30 years in my pocket. I'm 40 now. Went on a trip last year and the shorts I was wearing developed a hole in the pocket that I was not aware of. The hematite fell out somewhere in my journey and I lost a 30-year-old friend. I'd look for that first. Deleted. The little spirit horse figurine that I lost on a road trip with my family ages ago. I loved that horse figure so much and never wanted to lose it. We stopped at a rest stop and I put it down to wash my hands and completely forgot it on the sink there. By the time I realized we had already pulled out of the rest stop and I knew my dad would refuse to go back for a toy, so I just sat there and cried for the next hour or so. Every once in a while I wonder what happened to that toy. Edit. It's been wonderful reading about everyone's experience with their childhood toys. This made me tear up because mine is a little stuffed cat I took to school in 5th grade and someone stole out of my desk. I have a matching dog that came with her when I bought them and I still get upset about it because he looks so lonely without his other half, even though it's a toy. I just hope whoever took it loved that little cat and she wasn't just forgotten about. Deleted. I lost all my digital photos from middle school to college age when my hard drive broke. Back then digital recovery was thousands if they could even do anything and I just tossed the hard drive. It's salad cheaper for recovery services now, wish I still had the damaged hard drive to at least try. My nose. Like WTF. Some guy stole it at my 3rd birthday, never got it back. My dad might have it. My cat. Though he ran away 30 years ago. Well, here's our delivery person, Schrodinger, with your box. Mom's silver necklace that I, as a teen, gave to someone I thought I was close to but wasn't. Never saw the person or the necklace again. I also borrowed my mother's wedding rings and took them to middle school. Of course they did not come back with me. This was over 15 years ago and I still feel so guilty. I hope she has forgiven me. The box I lost that had everything in it. God damn it, the box has already been made recursive. My favorite childhood toy, a small puppy plushie with a brown patch over its eye. My younger self being my younger self named the plushie patch. I lost him when I moved out of my first house, which was just after I turned 6. I never saw him again and to this day I miss him greatly. I hope to have moved into my first house after my family and I moved out found joy in Patch, or at least could give him to the young kid. Gonna cry XD0. Huge, enormous hugs sent your way. The watch I inherited from my dad. Christopher Walken has it. As a guitarist. All of my fucking pics. OP said box, not shipping container. The time I spent on my ex. 8 years. Wasted. Holiday cheer. Sure, I still love holidays, but as a kid it was like holy mother of ever living fuck. Halloween is in 3 weeks? That is entirely too long. I will never be able to wait. Holy damn, and when it finally arrives, have the night of my life. Now it's like oh no. Halloween is in 2 days. Oh well. You can get that back but you have to cultivate it. Make it a big effort. Be the king of the holiday. Decorate, go all out and share it with every kid on your block and in your life. Then you'll feel that holiday feel again. My mum's ring she'd been given by her grandma that I pawned. My mum agreed at the time but always regretted it afterwards. Got way less than it's worth. The guy took advantage of my age and aspiration. The worst thing is, I can't even remember the design, so can't ever have it replicated and can't ask my mum because she passed away earlier this year. If you have any family photos, it may be worth seeing if it was captured there. Hope, man. Hope. I'm right here. There's so many good answers to this post, then there's me, and the first thing that pops up into my mind is my vibrator charger. Well damn, how are you gonna send the man in the boat to the electric chair? Deleted. Your cheap ass father thanked heaven for that moment. I still think about the SpongeBob wallet with $20 in it I lost when I was 8. High school sketchbook full of emo edgy drawings. Oh yeah, so much angst. The self-esteem that I allowed others to destroy during a phase of illness. My marbles. Found tittles. The stuffed platypus I had when I was in elementary. Every time my mom mentions finding stuff in my grandpa's house, I ask about it. Hey, where's Perry? My son. My heart goes out to you. First thing I thought when I saw this post was my mother. Losing family is devastating. My goddamn A Tribe Called Quest hoodie. My pogs. I think I left them in a hotel when I was 8. I only have a couple slammers left. From the same era, any and all things Pokemon. I lost more than a couple red and blue versions and probably some decent TCG shit. A couple wallets. Assuming the contents are still inside, that's a substantial sum in gift cards and cash. My Bitcoin wallet. It was only like $100 worth, like 0.7 BTC. A challenge coin. I had it in my messenger bag. Someone assumed my bag was available to take and emptied it. Was the challenge to not lose it? My sense of novelty and awe. My capability of being mentally transported by games, movies and books. Yes. And the ability to be delightfully frightened by scary movies and stories. My health. My optimism for the future. 10mm sockets. To caps percent 2C 152 and amp. SR equals 8-2 and amp. Th equals 1. They started to make sets specifically of 10mm sockets. My best friend from my formative years. Oof, same. She was like a sister to me. She lives on the other side of the country now, and even though we grew apart, I miss how I felt when I spent time with her. My Polly Pockets. My original Pokemon and UGR cards my mom threw away. I'd be retired by now if I would have kept them. All in pristine condition to in a binder since I just liked collecting them and not playing with them. My childhood blankie. I have no idea what happened to it. I somehow managed not lose or destroy mine and gave it to my firstborn child. He still keeps it in his bed. Turns 7 soon. I think I'd ask for that too if it was lost. That really cool dragon necklace that I once had but lost. My dogs that have passed. My hopes and dreams. I was going to say youthful innocence, but this sums it up well enough. A super cool knife that I lost at summer camp. Pretty sure someone snagged it. One time at summer camp we did a scavenger hunt. One of the things on the list was a red water bottle, the idea being maybe someone on your team brought one and you would get a point if they did. Someone stole my water bottle, which wasn't even red, out of my campsite and wrapped it in a red bandana to try to get a point for it. My Game Boy Color. And old games. And my Pokemon cards. My parents keep telling me a story about a teddy bear I threw somewhere during a walk and they didn't notice it and I kept crying about it. I apparently didn't accept any other stuffed toys. They eventually found the identical one in a different color and I accepted it. I guess that's what I would search for. My daughter, she was gone way too quick. Sorry. Pokemon Crystal game that I had grinded all of my favorites to LVL 80, house cleaners wiped it and my parents wouldn't believe me. Fuck you, Julie. Damn, even has a relevant username to back it up. My swim trunks for this summer. I just got them last year and they fit me perfect and now I can't find them for the life of me, pisses me off thinking about it. A fountain pen that someone in my class stole from me when I was 10. And little aquamarine ring my grandmother gave me for my 6th birthday that my mom told me not to wear to school. And of course I did. And of course I lost it. When we left Yemen during the civil war in 1994 it was rushed and we lost a handbag that had all family photos from 15-20 years prior. It sucks not to have pictures of me when I was younger. The inner child. My imagination. My dad. Same. Even just for a day.